Shalu, thanks for being with us today.
Thank you, Dave.
Now, OKYO is developing next-generation therapeutics targeting inflammatory eye diseases and chronic pain. I want to start with an overview of your pipeline.
So, Dave, OKYO is developing our most advanced product is for dry eye disease. Now, as you know, dry eye is becoming a big problem, particularly with the use of contact lenses and all that. So what happens is that there is an underlying inflammation in eye. Currently, the market leader is Restasis. It's allergen eye drops, which is about $4 billion annual revenue. Now, Restasis is main ingredient is cyclosporin. And cyclosporin, people don't feel very comfortable using it. Ours is a totally new concept. It is based on a G protein coupled receptor, and for which Nobel Prize was given in 2012. Ours is a small peptide, which can be used as eye drops, and it removes the underlying inflammation. Therefore, it is non-toxic, and I believe is going to be superior to existing products.
And where are you in the clinical pipeline with that technology?
So this technology we got from Tufts University, and then initial studies we've done to make sure our IP is strong. So we filed more patents on it. And then with the lead compound, we did animal studies and side-by-side comparison with cyclosporin. And what we showed, our compound is superior. That's number one. Number two, as you know, in dry eye, if there is a local irritation in eye, people are not going to use it. It doesn't matter how efficacious it is, but if it produces local irritation, people are not going to use. So we did a study in rabbit to show if it produces any local irritation, and absolutely no local irritation. And I think that is the beauty. As Dave, I must tell you that several drugs which were very efficacious but couldn't fetch any market value because of the local irritation. To summarize, our compound is effective and does not produce any local irritation.
And when will you enter clinical trials?
So we anticipate filing IND sometime in first quarter of 2021.
And how big is the market opportunity for that drug?
Market opportunity for dry eye itself is about $4 billion. But this technology, because it is based on a very novel phenomenon in our eye biology, it could be also used for uveitis, which is a much bigger market. So right now our focus is dry eye disease.
And so you'll enter a phase 1 in 2021. How many patients?
The phase 1 would be just safety study, which is usually done with 20 to 30 patients, 30 healthy volunteers, right? And then we will also use some patients for just showing the safety. But phase 2 study, which would start sometime in 2021, after the phase 1 safety demonstration, that would be big, and that would be somewhere around 100 patients.
And how long would the phase 2 study last?
The beauty of this technology is that you just give the dry eye, and next morning you find out whether it worked or not. So, but I do plan to do a phase 2 study for at least 4 weeks. That it is, consistent results for a longer time. Yes.
And then you would go into a phase 3?
Then we will go to the phase 3.
Okay, got it. How long would the phase 3 last?
So phase 3 shouldn't last more than a couple of months. But most importantly, I tell you, Dave, because it's a global disease, our goal would be to develop business relationship with Big Pharma so that a global trial can be done.
So you're most excited then about the preclinical work, the animal studies. And for our viewers, maybe that are newer to biotech companies, why are these animal studies important?
This is important because When we finished this study, we submitted an abstract to one of the leading conference on ophthalmology, and our abstract was chosen for late breaking session. So late breaking session is reserved for technologies which are novel and which needs to be distributed or circulated immediately. So that itself tells you that this technology, which is based on G protein coupled receptor, GPCR, GPCR is the hottest technology in pharma industry now.
So this technology potentially would replace the current therapeutic for this disease, correct?
That is what I hope.
Now, to recap, what's the main takeaway for investors? And let's talk again about how big this market opportunity is.
So market opportunity is right now $4 billion based on the revenue of Restasis. That use of contact lenses and use other things, for constant use of texting and other things are the leading causes of, eye inflammation or dry eye diseases. And so this market is growing. Demography is also changing. So this could be a multi-billion-dollar market. And there is nothing. Think about it. Would you rather use a immunosuppressing drug for your eye treatment? You may not. Ours is a very simple peptide, non-toxic, and it is based on the underlying physiology of eye biology. So that is where we believe that our approach is unique and it's very much natural.
Shalu, thank you so much for being with us today. Fascinating story.
Thank you, Dave.